Quinoa Salad Tabbouleh Sty, an exquisite recipe perfect to enjoy during summer. Hello, how are you, my beautiful people? I am nutritionist Karina Alvarez from Cooking for a Change and Surya World. Because you asked me on my Instagram stories, today I am going to teach you how to cook a perfect quinoa. With it, we will make my version of tabbouleh, which is highly alkaline and complete in nutrition. Before we start, remember to subscribe to our channel if you still haven't done it. Let's get started. The first thing we will do is measure the number of cups of raw quinoa that we are going to cook in our pot. I am going to put 2 cups. I recommend rinsing the quinoa very well, 2 to 3 times or until the water runs clear. These steps allows you to remove any impurities and bitterness on the outside of the quinoa that is caused by the content of natural saponins. Pour the quinoa into the fine mesh strainer to drain all the water. I pour it into a jar so I can use the water to water my plants. We now wash all our fresh vegetables and herbs that we are going to use for our recipe. We pass the well-drained quinoa to the pot again and put it directly to medium-high heat in order to dry it. Stir constantly until all the water has evaporated, taking care not to stick or burn it. As you can see, as the grains dry, they begin to toast. Then grate a couple of garlic cloves and saute them with a little olive oil. We can also grate ginger and turmeric root, but for this recipe we will only use garlic. Then we are going to add double the water for each cup of quinoa that we add. It was 2 cups of raw quinoa. Do you remember? So let's add 4 cups of water, maybe a little more or a little less. The way to confirm it is with a tip that I am going to share with you that my twin sister taught me. We are going to measure the water level with our finger. I insert my finger until the tip of my finger touches the surface of the quinoa and check that the water level reaches exactly the line of my finger, the first phalanx, which is about an inch. Pay attention, I never bring my finger to touch the bottom of the pot, only above the quinoa grains. We are going to cook it on cover all the time, over medium-high heat. We can reduce the flame a little when it is boiling and constantly check it. When the grains are fully visible and the water is slightly above the quinoa, then we add salt, about half teaspoon and a little black pepper, and mix carefully so the salt is well absorbed. We check how much water is left. If you can still see it, we continue cooking until the water has almost completely evaporated. Then we turn down the flame to the lowest, cover and leave it cooking for 3 to 5 minutes. Then we turn off the flame without uncovering the pot, and we set aside. Keep it covered for 5 more minutes. This step gives the quinoa time to fluff up with the steam that is generated. Have you ever seen yellow, purple, and white carrots before? Aren't they amazing? Okay, let's take 3 of them for this recipe. I have chosen the most colorful ones, and we are going to cut them very small. Now we are going to use 2 cucumbers. Try to get organic so you do not have to peel them, so you can take advantage of the wonderful nourishing and beautifying properties contained in their skin. We are going to use small purple onion and we are going to finely chop it to give it flavor and color. We will use a large bunch of parsley since it is one of the main ingredients of the tabbouleh recipe. If possible, we can get it organic to take advantage of its wonderful purifying and remineralizing properties. Now we have all our vegetables well chopped. We uncover the quinoa. Observe that it's perfect, fluffy, and loose. Now we have 6 cups of cooked quinoa that we are going to transfer to a container and let cool. Meanwhile, we Squeeze 3 lemons. Remove the seeds. Add half a cup of cold pressed extra virgin olive oil. Quarter cup of unfiltered apple cider vinegar. Dried mint to give it that extra touch of flavor. Half tablespoon of pink salt or sea salt, and black pepper to taste. We mix very well and incorporate the already cold quinoa and mix again completely. And voila! We have an extremely delicious and nutritious tabbouleh style salad. I have replaced the tomatoes in the original recipe with carrots. I assure you that if you have leftovers, it will last even longer in the refrigerator. Its flavor intensifies on the second and third day of preparing it. You can accompany it with any hummus or your choice and pita bread or pita cheese. Prepare it soon and tell me about your experiences. Comment below, give it a thumbs up of this video and share it with your friends and family. Remember to subscribe to our channels, follow us on Instagram and Facebook, Cooking for a Change and Surya World. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Big hugs!